Good afternoon, everyone. So, I'm showing you guys the next stage of what we're doing on this LS swap build for this OBS project, turbocharged, using the L33. And we have gone to the point of doing the porting and polishing for the cylinder heads. But we're also going to talk about the 3-angle valve job. Also, with it, the camshaft we used. So, without further ado, a lot of you guys want to know what a 3-angle valve job is. A 3-angle valve job here, you see, this is our upper part here is our cylinder head. There's our engine block, there's a combustion chamber, and there's our valve. Now, on the valve, it comes up to seal to a flat surface here. You can see here 3 different angles. What happens is, you can try to get it to have a full seal. Having a 3-angle valve job is having the perfect angles on these sides here. Usually do like a valve lap. You can use, there's also like certain fluids you can use to actually help grab a hold of the stick to a magnet to your valve, press the in to the angles, and scrape off, spinning it to a certain angle. You can use a drill. I would usually like to use my hand usually. Just scrape off any rough surfaces happen here, like in the other intake and exhaust ports of a cylinder head. Now, what does it do? Just like the same way of trying to resurface the cylinder head, is going to give a smooth, flat surface to give it so it loses no compression. Now, when you have a 3-angle valve job, what it does, it helps, is not only to help this valve seal, but it helps to hold the compression instead of going on the intake and exhaust valves, just in case, if it was actually going to go out into the bout of the valve. So what we're doing here is to hold the compression to help us get that low end torque we need. That's the benefits of doing a 3-angle valve job you see here, because you'll see the combustion chamber, it'll go into 1 angle, 2 angles, now 3 angles each side. To give it a smooth cast surface on all 3 angles is what they call a 3-angle valve job. Pretty simple, straightforward. It's definitely recommended, especially if you're going to be doing modifications onto your cylinder heads. As the next thing besides that can happen. One thing that happens as well when you have bent valves from damaged rocker arms, push rods, and such, is that valve would sometimes go move around and try to seal, end up damaging the area. So you'll have, instead of a straight, perfect angle, 90-degree angle, it will go into like a flat surface. Usually when that happens, you're looking at it doing remachining, which will cost maybe close to $1,000, maybe $2,000. Or in some cases, if they're like as cheap cylinder heads, like basically 350 Vortex cylinder heads from the manufacturer, they become junk. So that'll be it for the 3-angle valve job. So it's very important, especially if you're going to be doing modifications to cylinder heads, do that 3-angle valve job, guys. I would recommend that, so that way you have to come back later, or about the full seal, losing compression, where you losing compression on your cylinder heads from. Besides having a flat deck surface for your combustion chamber for the bottom of the cylinder head and your engine block, that's the next thing you can look for. You're doing that 3-angle valve job. No matter if you're doing a full build or just repairing your cylinder heads. Definitely check them all out, especially if you're going to be using any cylinder heads you got. It doesn't matter, LS, Hemi, any of the Coyote cylinder heads, basic 350s, 305s, old school Hemis, Magnum motors, small block Chevys, no matter. I would definitely recommend doing that. So that's what we did for the L33, the 243 heads on the L33 5.3 block we did on our OBS LS swap. So let's move forward to the camshaft. Our camshaft we use is a 216, 220, at 50, 581 thousandths inch lift in the intake, 580 to the intake, 581 exhaust, and you also have a 114 LSA. So, our camshaft, you can see here, is we have our camshaft lobes. And I put it in the past of what the camshaft does. You can check out other parts as well for other builds. On our engine, correct, it'll go through push rods to our cylinder heads, okay, to open up those valves. For the intake, it goes how much air comes into the cylinder heads to the engine for a 216 degrees duration, 220 degrees exhaust for a longer duration. They get the exhaust out. But the stock lift on the L33 is usually at 490, so we gain about almost a tenth of an inch lift on the intake and exhaust to let more volume of air in at once to help us with low end torque. So that way, in this kind of case, besides using 373 gears, with this duration on the camshaft, we're actually going to be using more low end torque. 114 LSAs, you hear the fires when you hear a car going blow, 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 blow. So what it means is every fiery cylinder going through the exhaust is how much of a time duration is longer is going to be. Usually the smaller the LSA, the less choppier it is, regardless of which your duration is. Some people do that when they try to do the cylinders and they do a ghost cam tune. They actually advance or retard the timing of the stock LSA on that camshaft. So that's what forward we get. That's the next part we're doing, guys. We just finished was the camshaft and the cylinder heads and the 3-angle valve job we wanted to go over with you guys. If you guys are interested in checking out the porting heads versus milling heads, if you want to get more information, check us out. Follow me on Instagram, king_Castro_forever. Like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube channel for more stuff, guys. And check out our Facebook page at Castro Motorsportss. So have a good afternoon, guys. Have a good day. Peace.